Hello everyone, my name is PolishLynx, welcome back to Everlasting Summer, and let's see what Olga Dmitrievna wanted from us, because she was looking for us and she was shouting the name. Let's see, alright, seems like she is looking for me. Interesting, what will she say about the bus now? Will she still insist that it won't be coming for a few days? I jump up and down towards the sound of Olga Dmitrievna's voice. So, what do you say about that? I blurted out triumphantly and waved my hand towards the road. Say about what? She replied in surprise. Of course it wasn't there. I turned around. The bus had disappeared. As suddenly as it appeared, the cry of triumph died in my throat. It is time to sleep already, let's go. But... What? The bus. There was a bus just a moment ago. The bus couldn't be here, she said calmly. I stared at Olga Dmitrievna's face. She was either skillfully lying or really didn't see anything. Then is it me who might be seeing things? It can be true. I really saw the damned 410. Quit lying, I said quietly. Semyon, I don't understand. Stop lying to me. There was a bus. It's you. You're keeping me here. Why? I grit my teeth but tried to speak with a calm voice. You're scaring me. Time to go to bed. Okay. I won't get anything from her as usual. Seriously, I really wanted to sleep. I walked swiftly past the leader, deliberately not paying any attention to her. I couldn't fall asleep for quite some time, and only the crumpled piece of paper with the words, "You are here for a reason," reminded me that the events of these 3 days were real. What's going to happen? I had this cracking in my head woke me up. My skull felt like someone was blowing on it from the inside. I rubbed my eyes, saw the ringing alarm clock on the bedside table, knocked it off and dozed off again. When I woke up, it was already 9:15. Looks like it's time to wake up. I can't miss my breakfast. I got up, scratched myself, and suddenly remembered last evening. There was a piece of paper under the pillow. You are here for a reason. I still don't get it. What does it mean? How did I manage to send a message to myself? Why don't I remember that? More questions than answers. No answers at all, to be precise. I left the cabin and looked over the camp. No, it doesn't look like an illusion. But this memo, it made everything much more complicated. What can I trust? My stomach growled treacherously. Even Agent Mulder didn't conduct investigations hungry. There was an unexpected crowd near the canteen. Of course, there was no other place in the camp that pioneers loved as much as the canteen, but why were they all crowding on the porch? I came closer to understand what was going on. It looked like all the camp had gathered at the porch. There were all the familiar girls, Olga Dmitrievna and Electronic. Alright, so we skip the text now. That happened before. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, and we are going to the beach. Here we go for the first thing. Hello, Slavia. Let's go for a walk. Why not? And now let's go to the bus stop Why not? Yeah, let's go with Miko, why not? Dun, 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 dun. Alright, and right now we are going to be a doctor. I think you would look gorgeous in it. Thank you. Alright, she would look gorgeous in some kind of dress, if I remember correctly. Well, a piece of cloth, overdose, no. Food poisoning from the canteen. However, it was probably overdose of candies. Hello, Slavia. I will not ask about the bundle. Hello. Yeah, I know. Alright, get that carbon and good luck. Alright, for the first time in the history of my gameplays with Everlasting Summer, we gonna eat the apple. Finally hunger prevailed and I started chewing on the ripe green apple with gusto. It tastes seemed normal. For I don't think that even the strongest poison can be tasted. But it's too late to think about that. It was time to go for dinner. That's all? Really? Okay. I will go alone. Here we are, in this scary place. And here we go. Alright, around the next flashlight illuminated a big shadow. What? I was trembling with fear and couldn't move even one step further. I was woken from my stupor only by the thought that it would be Shurik. Shurik? No answer. Around the corner the shadow appeared. I saw a blurry human shape. Someone was sitting on a stone. Or maybe something. I stopped dead. What are you doing here? I heard a lovely voice. Catching mice! I opened my mouth, but couldn't say anything. Did you see any here? No, but I'm sure there are plenty of them. I shined a flashlight at her face. Either something was wrong with her head or with her biological species, because of her ears and tail she doesn't really look like a human. And how many have you caught? Not a single one. She answered seriously. She didn't look hostile. Subconsciously I felt that I shouldn't be afraid of her, but at the same time I had absolutely no idea what to ask her, how to ask her, who she is, or what she is doing. But on the other hand, normally if you suddenly met someone in a deserted mine, you'd have a heart attack from shock. And the girl in front of me was definitely not a pioneer from the camp. You don't say. Really? And you, who are you? You're probably looking for him. For who? That boy. Well, yeah, I answered after a small pause. But still, the girl interrupted me. He has been walking around here for a long time. I tried talking to him, but he didn't hear me. And where is he now? I don't know. Maybe he's still wandering somewhere. It seems she wasn't interested in this conversation at all. And you? How did you get here? The same way you did. From the surface. Without a flashlight? Why not? She gave me a perplexed look. I completely lost all comprehension. The flashlight flickered. Terrified, I started banging it with my fist. When the light lit back up, the girl wasn't there. I don't know who or what she is, but it seemed like she could help me find the answers. It's the strangest thing, but I wasn't scared of her. I just felt that this girl wouldn't do me any harm. But now I must find Shurik. I have a feeling that this is not the last time I will meet this girl. I don't know why, but I'm sure about it. Right around one last turn, a door appeared from the darkness. Hello, Shurik. We meet again. And then the girl from the mine appeared just before my eyes. I saw her so clearly it was as if she was really in front of my bed. What? No, I'm just seeing things. But still, why didn't I get scared back then? I just went and spoke to her normally, just like that. All the answers are here. The cat-eared girl knows something for sure. Maybe I was too exhausted because of the old camp mine and labyrinth and my nerves were stretched to breaking. I should have asked her about something. But I still have time. You sure about that? So what will happen next? It's interesting how seemingly simple events can affect a person. For example, there are such widespread occurrences of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, among children, where when you walk on the road you have to step on the tiles precisely, avoiding the cracks. It seems like nothing special, but if one doesn't get rid of it in time, just forgetting of or forcing oneself to step over the tiles, it could become a really big problem in the future. For instance, one will only stare down and will get hit by a car. I never had anything like OCD, but minor events in my life often led to major troubles. Really, what's wrong with meeting a strange girl with cat's ears in a pioneer camp on the edge of time and space, or possibly even between the worlds? Doesn't seem like a big deal. Although perhaps I just got used to thinking that nothing really existed for me before this week. There was only this camp and this life. That's why something like the cat girl was just part of the curse in this wonderland. She's just another character in this play, neither better nor worse than any other. But somewhere deep in my soul, I knew that wasn't so. All the camp inhabitants seemed normal, sometimes even too normal, with absolutely nothing remarkable about them. Jeez. You could even say that my life here was simply boring. And now... My head was about to burst with thoughts, so I opened my eyes and jumped out of bed. The camp leader's cabin was the same as usual. Outside the window, a bird monotonously chirped, trying to burst the capillaries in my eyes with her singing. The clock showed 11 AM. Why didn't Olga Dmitrievna wake me up? Who cares? I slept enough at least. However, I didn't feel like I had fully recovered. The whole world was seemingly laughing at me. The bright sun outside, the lightly blowing breeze, gently whispering to the crowns of the trees, and this nasty bird had brought some fellows with her, obviously trying to ruin my mental stability. The water from the washstands was ice cold as usual. While washing my face, I realized that I forgot my toothbrush, tooth powder, and towel in the cabin. Strange, I didn't forget my hat. I couldn't imagine a worse start to the day. At that moment, I thought it was the worst day of all that I have spent in this camp. Although there weren't a lot of choices, little more than 100 hours, not enough time to get the full image of a new home. Home. This word struck my mind painfully. Do I have to stay here forever? But why? How? What for? I helplessly sat on the grass and buried my face in hands. Suddenly I remembered that girl. I wonder how many more fantastic characters I will meet here. I wonder their full day, isn't it? Oh fuck. I couldn't even bother to raise my head. Yeah, couldn't be any better. I answered, keeping the same pose. Why so sarcastic? Sarcastic? I was surprised and looked up, but there was nobody nearby. Is it my imagination? No, I heard that for sure. Maybe I'm losing my mind. That underground mine, shriek, voices, the cat girl, more voices. Is there anything here I can be sure about? I punched the washstand painfully hard and immediately jumped up, holding my hand and cursing. Damn it! Suddenly somebody walked out of the bushes in front of me. It's her! Or something. Hi? Hello? It was the girl from yesterday. Hi? I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to expect from her. She's probably a hell beast and came here to end my life. And is, of course, only if it hasn't ended already. The cat girl stared at me. It hurts? She looked at my hand. Yeah, I answered timidly. Then why? Why what? Why did you punch it? Because I was angry. I was completely unsure how I should talk to her. Perhaps one wrong word, phrase, or gesture could be fatal for me. Angry at who? But the girl wasn't showing any signs of aggression. It seemed that she was just wondering what is happening. At myself? I see. She smiled faintly. Cute! Listen, I don't know how should I put it, but I must ask. I kept silent for a moment, gathering myself. Who are you? The girl looked at me blankly. I am me, of course, she said confidently. No doubt about that, but how should I say it? You just don't meet a human with cat ears and a tail every day, you know. The cat girl carefully examined the aforementioned parts of the body and asked, why? I was totally confused. If in the first few minutes I thought it was necessary to be afraid, to be careful, now she seems more like a good spirit being than a hostile monster. Because in my world, I was absolutely convinced that I shouldn't hide anything from her. In my world, this only happens in fairy tales. What is a fairy tale? Well, it's a story which cannot happen in reality. So I don't really exist? The girl laughed. I'm not even sure that I exist. But I can touch you, so you exist. Just think about the fact that she will touch me. I felt uncomfortable. Well, let's say I exist, yeah. I stepped back. Goody goody! The girl smiled and waved her tail. There was an awkward silence. All the time I'd spent in this camp, I lived as if in a dream. Sometimes when you sleep, you realize that everything that happens in your brain is just a figment of your imagination, and you need just to wish. I thought so for the last 5 days. This thought constantly existed somewhere deep in my soul. However, it seems that everything is happening in reality. At least I couldn't just wake up. I just want to understand. What? The girl was still smiling. How I got here, and how to get out of here. Suddenly I heard voices by the roadside, so I turned around, and we'll see whose voices those are, those were, whatever, in the next episode. See you then, bye.